You know, sometimes life moves so fast that we barely notice how much our minds and bodies are asking for a reset. We wake up already feeling behind, scroll through our phones before we've even taken a deep breath, rush through meals, and then wonder why we feel drained, distracted, and disconnected. But here's the truth. Your mind and your body are constantly working together, sending signals that something needs balance. And in 2025, this balance isn't just a nice idea, it's essential. The world is noisier than ever, and yet peace, energy, and clarity are still possible. It all starts with simple, holistic habits that realign you with yourself. Imagine what it would feel like to wake up calm instead of chaotic, to have steady energy through your day, to feel good in your own skin, and to be genuinely present with your thoughts instead of lost in them. That's what a mind and body reset is about. It's not about a quick fix, a detox, or a challenge that ends in a week. It's about building a foundation that supports your long-term well-being. Think of it as reconnecting to the version of you that's been quietly waiting for attention. The first step to any true transformation begins with awareness. Many people try to change habits by forcing new routines, but the real shift starts when you pause long enough to notice how you actually feel. How's your energy lately? Are you breathing deeply or holding tension in your shoulders? Do you eat when you're hungry or when you're stressed? These aren't small questions. They're the starting point of reconnection. Awareness invites compassion, not judgment. It's not about blaming yourself for being off track. It's about realizing you have the power to notice and to gently guide yourself back. Once you've started noticing, the next step is to create moments of stillness. Stillness doesn't mean doing nothing. It means creating space for your mind to settle. Whether it's sitting quietly with your coffee before checking your phone, taking a slow walk without headphones, or simply breathing deeply for a minute between tasks, these moments train your nervous system to relax. When your mind slows down, your body follows. The world will always be full of noise and distraction, but your power lies in choosing when and how you engage with it. Movement also plays a massive role in this reset. The goal isn't to push your body to exhaustion, it's to move in ways that remind you that your body is your ally, not your enemy. Maybe that's yoga, dancing in your living room, stretching when you wake up, or walking while watching the sunset. Movement is medicine for the mind. It releases stress, improves circulation, and reconnects you to the present moment. Every step, every stretch, every breath brings you closer to balance. You don't need fancy equipment or strict routines. What matters is consistency and the intention behind your actions. And of course, let's talk about rest. In today's world, rest is often treated like a luxury, but it's actually one of the most powerful tools for transformation. When you rest, truly rest, your body repairs, your hormones rebalance, your mind processes emotions, and your creativity returns. So many people feel burned out because they confuse rest with distraction. Scrolling through social media or binge-watching shows might help you escape for a while, but they don't necessarily recharge you. True rest comes from stillness, sleep, and moments of quiet reflection. Allowing yourself to rest without guilt is a radical act of self-respect. Nutrition, too, is a form of self-care. Food is not just fuel, it's information for your body. What you eat communicates messages to your cells about energy, balance, and resilience. When you choose foods that nourish you, fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and plenty of water, you're literally telling your body, I care about you. It's not about restriction or perfection. It's about awareness and appreciation. Even something as simple as slowing down to truly taste your food can change the way your body digests and absorbs it. Your body is always listening to how you treat it. Now let's talk about mindset. The mind is incredibly powerful. It can either heal or harm depending on what we feed it. If your inner dialogue is full of self-criticism, doubt, or comparison, your body feels that tension. But when you replace harshness with kindness, your entire system relaxes. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about acknowledging that you are doing your best and that your best is enough. A simple way to begin rewiring your mindset is to practice gratitude, not just for what's going well, but for the lessons, the challenges, and even the small moments that make life real. Gratitude changes perspective. It reminds you that even on the hardest days, there's still light somewhere. Another key element of a holistic reset is connection. Human beings are wired for connection, with others, with nature, and with purpose. Spending time with supportive people who uplift you can have a profound impact on your mental and physical health. Laughter, deep conversations, shared meals, these are forms of medicine too, and connecting with nature can instantly calm the mind, whether it's standing barefoot on the grass, feeling the warmth of the sun, or watching the rhythm of the ocean. Nature reminds you that balance is natural. You belong to the world, and the world belongs to you. Let's not forget about digital health. In 2025, it's easy to spend more time with screens than with our own thoughts. Technology is an amazing tool, but it's also a huge source of mental clutter. Try creating tech-free zones, maybe an hour before bed, or during meals, or even one day a week where you unplug completely. Notice how your body feels when it's not bombarded with constant notifications. Silence can be uncomfortable at first, but that's only because we're not used to it. Over time, that silence becomes sacred. It's in those quiet spaces that you start to hear yourself again. And that leads us to one of the most powerful habits you can develop: self-reflection. Journaling, meditating, or even just sitting in thought helps you see patterns in your emotions, your choices, and your energy. You start to understand what drains you and what nourishes you. You become your own observer, and from that awareness, transformation naturally unfolds. This isn't about becoming a different person. It's about uncovering the healthiest, most authentic version of who you already are. When you commit to holistic habits, you're not just changing your health, you're changing your relationship with yourself. You begin to trust your body, to listen to it, to respect it. You stop chasing extreme solutions because you realize the real magic is in the small, consistent actions you take every day. You start prioritizing quality sleep, nourishing food, movement that feels good, and moments of genuine presence. And when your mind and body work together, you start to feel more aligned, more grounded, and more alive. Now, this journey isn't about perfection. There will be days when you feel tired, unmotivated, or off balance. That's okay. Growth isn't linear, it's cyclical, just like the seasons. Some days are about expansion, and others are about rest. The key is to keep showing up for yourself, even in small ways. Drink an extra glass of water. Step outside for 5 minutes of fresh air. Write down one thing you're grateful for. Each of these tiny acts adds up, and before you know it, they start to change everything. In 2025, true health isn't about extremes. It's about harmony. It's about creating an environment inside yourself that feels safe, peaceful, and full of life. It's about treating your body not as a project to be fixed, but as a home to be cared for. When you do that, your energy changes. You become more patient, more compassionate, more focused. And that energy doesn't just stay with you, it ripples outward into your relationships, your work, and the way you show up in the world. So take a moment right now to breathe deeply. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice your heartbeat. That rhythm, that steady pulse, is life reminding you that you're here, that you're capable, and that it's never too late to reset. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Just start with one small change. Something that makes you feel a little lighter, a little calmer, a little more connected to yourself. Then build from there. Every new sunrise is an invitation to begin again. Every deep breath is a reminder that your body wants to heal, to grow, and to thrive. You already have everything you need within you. It's just waiting to be awakened. So as you move forward, remember that transformation doesn't happen through pressure, it happens through presence. Show up for yourself even when it's hard. Listen to your body, nurture your mind, protect your peace, and let each day be a step toward the healthier, happier, more grounded version of you that's been there all along. You are your greatest investment, and your well-being is your greatest wealth. So be gentle, stay consistent, and trust the process. Your mind and body are ready for the reset, and 2025 is the perfect time to begin.